Hello creative friends, I'm Anastasia and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm visiting two of the biggest antique malls that I've ever been to, and I'm taking you along with me. From gorgeous decor pieces to unique and mind-blowing antique furniture, there is so much to show you, so snuggle up with a cozy blanket and let's go thrifting. Hello you guys, I am so happy you're here for this video because it is a fun one and there is going to be so much cool stuff that you're going to see. So my friend told me that there are several antique malls in my area that I had never been to before, and she says they're absolutely massive. So I was like, let's go make a day of it. So we decided to do that 2 days ago, and we were only able to make it to 2 stores in the entire day because they were that big. They had so much to see and I filmed it all for you. So I hope you enjoy coming along with me today. I feel like antique malls can be such a great place to get inspired and see a lot of really cool, unique, and interesting pieces of furniture and decor. And it definitely inspired me. So I really hope that this video inspires you as well. If you enjoy this video and find value in it, please consider subscribing to my channel so you can be part of my little thrifty corner of the internet. Now let's go thrifting. Our first stop of the day is Firehouse Antiques. Now this place is a little deceiving from the outside because it looks pretty small, but it took us 3 hours to get through the store, and the back section has 2 stories of stuff. I am immediately seeing things that I love, like this incredible gold frame with all its detail and this gorgeous set of sconces. These were $1,200 though, so a bit out of budget I'd say, but I did find several other sconces that were more affordable. I've been looking for some to go on either side of my fireplace. This set was $35 but was a little crooked, but then I found a nicer pair of the same sconces for $35 in another booth, but I'm torn on whether I like this design or not. Now this set for $36 was absolutely beautiful and so my style, but they're hardwired and I don't have wiring for that. I don't see this many lighting options at regular thrift stores, so if you are looking for a variety of vintage lighting, definitely check out an antique mall. It was awesome being able to compare several options in the very same place. Speaking of lighting, there was also a multitude of vintage lamps here. I am so in love with this alabaster lamp with the brass details and the carvings, but these are always so expensive. It was $145. This is absolutely breathtaking, so I don't blame them for that price at all. This booth had 2 long aisles of every lamp you could possibly think of, as well as every globe or glass shade you could think of. So I will definitely be coming back here to roam around whenever I inevitably need some light fixtures. And you guys, I hope you can tell in the video how incredible and humongous this piece was. It actually gave me a visceral reaction to stand next to such a huge piece of furniture and to feel so small. Not to mention, are you seeing these giant bronze lions? Just the lions were over $19,000 for the pair. I wish they had a price on this unit, but I'm pretty sure it was over $20,000 if the lions cost that much. Seeing the amount of true craftsmanship in these antique pieces was really inspiring. This set of curio cabinets were 100% my vibe, and I wish I could have taken these home with me. The rich wood tone was perfect for this style in my opinion, and I love the intricate carved leaves and the curved legs. Something I loved seeing in here as well was all of the artwork. This one is actually a fireplace screen on a pole, but I feel like this could be displayed in a home as a piece of art. This piece was very unique since it's actually inlaid wood. So the artwork is created with different pieces of wood that were cut and put next to each other like puzzle pieces to create the image. You may notice that the artwork at antique malls can sometimes be a bit pricey, but I'm taking inspiration from these pieces and thinking of how I can DIY this look for less by finding free artwork online from the public domain or buying some digital downloads from Etsy to create a similar look. I love a large clay pitcher, and the mossy light green color of this one really caught my eye. It was $45. I came across a lot of beautiful ceramics here, like this blue and white one, which is just such a classic, timeless color combination. This is one of those examples of they just don't make things like they used to. Who would have thought a razor could look so beautiful? It's brass and comes with the prettiest little stand for $12.99. I definitely would not be using that razor, but I bet I could use the stand to hold my modern razor or maybe hang a few short necklaces or bracelets. I was also seeing a lot of this glassware. This is vintage tiara sandwich glass in bicentennial blue, and something about this color was mesmerizing to me. Every time I saw it, I just wanted to keep staring at it. I've been looking for some vintage doorknobs, and this set was sadly broken, but antique malls are a wonderful place to search if you are looking for vintage hardware of any kind. Sometimes you do have to dig through boxes to find the good stuff though. This vintage Ethan Allen candle holder had a beautiful design. I love that it's a sculptural piece of decor that will add a lot of interest to a simple candle. Now I know some of you thrifty people are into vintage Pyrex, so I wanted to show y'all that I found a booth that was all vintage Pyrex dishes. I've never seen some of these designs before, and I can see why people are obsessed with them because they have so many fun patterns. These brown ones are the woodland pattern, and this gorgeous blue and white is the colonial mist pattern. And I might be a Pyrex girly now. I just think these would make me so happy to use in the kitchen. Our second stop today is the Top Key Market. This place also really surprised me on how big it is. I liked this place more than Firehouse Antiques because it was a lot more thrifty and had smaller decor items, more so than the big furniture. So I was leisurely shopping this front section before I realized I really need to put some pep in my step if I wanted to cover any ground in this place. Do y'all see how far this goes back? Needless to say, I spent 2 hours here and still didn't get to finish before they closed, so I'll definitely be back. I have a few of the regular sized version of this bowl, and it is so adorable to see this in mini size. I do tend to lean towards gold, but I love the design of these silver salt and pepper shakers. Let me know in the comments if you lean more towards silver or gold. I've been loving crystal glass pieces lately, and this clock was so pretty and feminine with this flower shape. It was $35. I love incorporating small decor pieces that pack a lot of interest because they can create subtle but interesting pops in a vignette of decor. You have got to be kidding me. These are the most beautiful plates I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Not to be dramatic, but I'm still thinking about them days later, and this is the pattern and color of my dreams. It's just hard to justify $22 for a plate, but I'll admit they would look really pretty hanging in my kitchen. So let me know if you think I should go back and get these. I found 2 of those same Ethan Allen candle holders that I found at Firehouse Antiques for $19, but these here are $25 for the pair. Like I was talking about earlier, this is another example of how a small decor item can really pack a lot of interest to create a subtle statement. Pretty much anything with a gold ornate frame is gonna catch my eye, and this mirror was no different. It was $45, and I thought it would be really nice as a small entryway mirror. I also found some good artwork here. The colors of this oil painting were so rich. This was $88, and I definitely feel like I could find a similar piece of art online and thrift a wood frame to create that look for less. I could even do that DIY trick with Mod Podge over the top of the art to make it look like that oil painting style. These 2 pieces were very reasonably priced. This framed plate was $25 and this little print was $12.75, and I think that with some rub and buff on that frame, the piece of art could look really elevated. I was very inspired by this beautiful piece, and it made me wonder if this could be recreated using some wooden or resin appliques that are painted gold and attached around a piece of art. These duck baskets were absolutely precious, and they are my most favorite basket color already. The small one was $25, and I didn't see a price on the big one, but they are so perfect for a cottage style house. I've been looking for a fireplace screen, and I'm so glad I saw this one because I've had a similar vision in my mind, but I've just never seen one with that curvy, ornate design like I was picturing. This was $118. This definitely inspired me for the style of screen to keep looking out for. Something about vintage lamps just have so much charm, and I loved the cream color of this one with the floral design and that gorgeous brass base. I also found this set of pewter double candle sconces for $16 each. I really liked their design, but I left them behind because I would be tempted to paint them gold, and I thought that they should be appreciated for the beautiful pewter that they are. Okay, we are nearing the back of the store, and I see this whole rack full of bookends of all shapes and sizes. Lots of animals and definitely lots of brass and iron. It's great to know that this awesome selection is here for when I'm in the market for bookends. So if you're in the market for bookends, definitely come to Top Key Market and check out this booth. I also found this basket of these adorable mini frames, and y'all know I collect these for my refrigerator gallery wall. They were about $11 to $12 each, which was a little pricey for me. Now I know where to come when I do need a unique mini frame. Such a fun day at the antique malls. We were out from about 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and we took a very much needed lunch break in between the two malls. That was a long day, but it was so much fun, and I feel so inspired by the beautiful pieces that I saw, and I hope that you got some inspiration from it too. I feel like even though I didn't bring home many things, I did bring a few things home that I'll show you in a minute, but I feel like you don't always buy a lot at antique malls, or at least I don't, but they're more for like, what can you see that is gonna inspire something that you can thrift or something that you can DIY. It was just so great looking at all the pretty things, and now I have a vision of them in person, and I can look for ways to DIY my own version of them. So as far as the things that I did get, I got a couple of things, and they're things that I've been wanting for a little while that I'm really happy to have found. So firstly, my most favorite find. I got 2 of these gorgeous outdoor sconces for the front of my house, my front door. They're really big profile. I love this detail here at the bottom and the one at the top. I love the edged glass panels that it has. I would personally change the color of this to just a better looking gold. This is just really aged. So I may end up spray painting this when it comes time to redo my front entryway. So I got 2 of these. They were $40 each, but this booth was 50% off. So I got them both for $40, and that just blew my mind. This was perfect. I would not have been able to find this gigantic size of sconce for that cheap anywhere. The next thing I got were some sets of vintage glass and brass knobs, and this is what they look like. I have been needing some pretty dummy knobs, so knobs that don't necessarily lock, for my kitchen, because I have 2 doors in my kitchen. One is my pantry door, and the other is a door that goes into the laundry room. So I wanted to replace those with 2 matching pretty knobs. And so I found these. They were at 2 different booths, and one of them was $8 and the other one was $10, but it was discounted, so it was around $8 too. They're brand new in the pack, and I can buy like a matching back plate, one that's kind of ornate looking, to put with this, and that'll create a really beautiful moment in the kitchen. You really cannot beat that price. Let me know if you've been to any antique malls, and if you found anything particularly cool. I would love to know what it was. If you had fun coming thrifting with me today, remember to subscribe to my channel because there's a lot more content like this coming out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye guys. If you enjoyed this,
it's taller than you are.
it's like an Alice in Wonderland, and I ate the thing that made me shrink. Now I'm around giant